So many are searching. It was winter when 80 people, from students to stage directors, visited my gallery. They were in tears, asking if they could study theology. What is happening out there is outrageous. Everybody is looking for something, but most do not know what that something is. Some are seeking the truth in bouzouki music. Others are looking for Christ in hideous contemporary music. Geronda. How great is this need for the truth? People stand in line for hours to see you. It's one of the signs of our times that people are seeking help from a poor man like me. I am no good, and I wonder what people find in me, why they come to see me. I'm nothing more than a dry gourd that looks like a watermelon. Today, people eat a dry gourd and think it is a watermelon, because from the outside they look similar. They travel from afar without even being sure that they will find me here. I am disgusted with myself, but for them I feel so much pain. Look at what has happened to our world and what is becoming of us. The prophet Isaiah says that a time will come when people will find a man who is wearing only one piece of clothing, and they will say to him, "Come, let us make you our king. May God have pity for us." When I read the 29th Psalm for those in danger at sea, I say to myself, "My God, all the land, all the world, has become a dangerous sea that drowns people spiritually." And when discouraged people come to see me, I read them the 94th and the 37th Psalms. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongeth, O God, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render to the proud their due reward. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage. But the Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge. These psalms give so much consolation. If people would only turn to heaven, how different would things be. But you see, these days, God is the last thing on our minds. That's why it is so hard to understand each other and find common ground. I constantly pray to God to reveal true human beings, real Christians, to us, and to give them a long life in order to help the people of this world. We should all pray to God to shed His light and bring forth new Christians, young people with pure hearts, like the Maccabees, because this present generation is destroying the world. What young people may lack in experience, they make up for in goodness and honesty. We should plead with God to enlighten all human beings, not only those who are in the church, but also those who govern, to have fear of God and the courage to speak out. A few enlightened words will make things better, just as a few foolish words can lead an entire nation to destruction. Likewise, a good decision is a blessing, and a bad one the cause of great harm. It is not only the lack of material things that causes hunger and misery. Worse and more devastating is spiritual poverty. This is why we must pray and pray for Christ to enlighten us. It's so simple. Christ will take his screwdriver, and when they turn here and turn there, everything will be tight and fit again. And little by little, as God sheds his light, evil will lose power. For it is not God that destroys evil, but its own nature. It is inherent in the nature of evil to self-destruct. In the end, everything will fall into place. When I see people who hold important positions in society and have understanding, compassion, and a fighting spirit, I am filled with so much joy.